Yo, it's PTZ,
Well, I know
and it's JegnaTalk for everybody on Jegna Fest World Radio.
the number one team show in the Midwest, broadcasted on 152 radio stations globally.
And today we're here with Coach Chat.
Before we get started, Coach Jay, can you please share your socials and where our listeners can connect with you?
I'm at Chopper, that's with a 5223 on Instagram.
Coach Chatmon, before we talk basketball, who is Andre Chatmon at his core?
At his core, I'm going to say Andre Chatmon is a son and a father
Wow.
because that's how I was raised. I was raised to be different. I was raised to be a man.
Where were you born and what was it like growing up there?
I was born in KCK, but I went between KCK and Chicago for the first 5 years of my life. Chicago was a little different, a little rougher, a lot rougher. KC was KC was cool. KC was cool. It was a little slower, but we just
You talking about mentally or physically?
not just mentally and physically. You didn't have to do as much running around as you did in Chicago. Chicago was a little bit more dangerous. Kansas City was a little bit more stable. So we really just Kansas City was just cool.
What lessons from your parents or grandparents still guide you today?
Never forget where you came from. Always remember what got you there. But my grandfather used to always tell us, no matter how high we get, we got to see the same person at least twice on the way down.
Did you have siblings growing up? How did they shape your competitive spirit?
Yeah, I grew up with a sister and a brother. With my mom, my dad and my mom had two, and then I had a younger sister. But I had an older brother, and my brother was competitive. I mean, man, no matter what we do, from washing dishes to cleaning our room, we just competed. We wanted to do everything better than each other, and that just shaped us into wanting to be better in life, because life is competition.
What kind of kid were you in elementary school? Leader, class clown, or quiet competitor? Competitor.
Elementary, well, I'm 54.
I mean, you could do middle school or high school.
Yeah, let's go to middle school. Because elementary, I did a lot of fighting. Yeah, let's go to middle school. Yeah, nah, I was cool in elementary school. That's when they still had paddle. You could be whooped. You could get a paddle. They still had corporate punishment. You know what corporal punishment was?
No.
Do something wrong, they get a paddle out with holes in it and plastic, and they spank you. Pause.
In one sentence, what did young Dre need most every kid needs today?
The truth.
The truth.
Need the truth. Because they don't tell you the truth about life. And if somebody would have told me the truth about life, if they'd have told young Dre the truth about life now, I think I would have been more prepared.
When did you first, what is the truth? What do you mean by the truth?
So when I say by the truth, I mean by so sometimes people don't tell you the pitfalls that's out here. They just tell you all the good things that you can be. They don't tell you everything that comes along with getting there. So, for example, if your dad tell you, hey, listen, man, it's a hill right here, and I've been up this hill, and this hill is bad, but there's a straight walk path right there, believe him. Take the straight walk path because that hill is bad. He's already been there. Why should you go there? Nobody ever told me that. I just said, let me go up that hill.
Ooh.
When did you first fall in love with sports? Was it baseball or basketball first?
I fell in love with baseball first. I used to sit on the porch at 1337 rolling with my grandfather and listen to the game on the radio and look at the game on the TV. Now, I always thought that was weird, but now I do the same thing.
Who first put a ball in your hands?
Pause.
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 Who first put a ball in your hands?
Pause.
Who first put a ball in your hands?
Pause.
Mr. Gardner was our neighborhood baseball guy, and he used to have me pitch baseballs. And I was a wild pitcher, but I could just hit.
Pause.
Pause.
It's 3 so far.
This line of questioning is asinine.
Pause party.
I get it.
I ain't do this.
Did you always know you wanted to coach, or did that come later?
It came later. I had no intentions of coaching because I love baseball so much. I didn't want to coach because it's hard. It's hard for me to teach it because I was always under the impression that everybody knew what I knew, but they didn't, and they don't. And so that didn't make me a good baseball. It wouldn't make me a good baseball coach at all. I still don't think I could coach baseball because I know a lot about baseball, and although I still had things to learn, I felt like kids at that age that I was should know more about the sport, and I just couldn't teach it.
What schools did you attend through grade school, through high school, and how did they influence you?
I attended Fairfax Elementary. Falcon, man. Fairfax Falcons. Then I went to Eisenhower Middle School. Then I went to Washington for a little bit.
Was that depressing?
Huh?
Was that depressing?
That's high school.
Yeah, I'm saying, was Washington depressing?
Pretty much, yeah. I was a bulldog. I was always a bulldog at heart.
Once a bulldog, always a bulldog.
Yeah, once a bulldog, always a bulldog. Once I made it to Wyandotte, I stopped playing high school baseball and just only played AAU baseball. And I played no more basketball either.
Do they have at Washington or Wyandotte? Do they have high school baseball?
Yeah, they had it at Washington. I broke a record at Washington that no longer stands because they can't find my stuff.
What record did you break?
I hit 8 home runs.
In one game? That's how easy it was to score.
They had my bat, my glove, and my ball.
Pause.
In the trophy, and then nobody knows no one knows what happened to him. They said Butch Ellison had it, but Mr. Ellison is dead. So, yeah, I can't get that back.
You should be following it. You got it, something? Hey, I think you got a clue. Took it. Did you play organized sports in middle school or high school? What position?
Yeah, I played organized sports. I played football, running back, and I actually ran the ball and scored touchdowns, unlike my son, but I'm, doing a little shade.
A little shade, that's a lot of shade.
And baseball. In baseball. So.
He would have said you never dropped 20.
No, I never dropped 20 in a game. I never dropped 20 in a game. So, I mean, he does hold a.
He said.
He does hold a 20 average is 20. So, and
He said the most you score is 5.
I mean, you know, somewhere in there.
Was there a coach who changed your life, and what did they do differently?
Say that again.
Was there a coach who changed your life, and what did they do differently?
Jim Kearney. Jim Kearney was the football coach at Washington High School. And Jim Kearney was just a straight-up guy. He was just straight up. And he always wanted the best for you. And he always let me know that I was just different. You know, he always just said, man, you just different, man. Like, you got to leave here. You can't play. And our old coach there was Mr. Piper in baseball. And he said, you got to get out of here. And I left and went to Wyandotte. And then I decided I just wanted to play AAU. Wyandotte didn't have a good baseball team at the time, but they could play basketball.
What's one thing a great coach should never do?
A great coach should never, ever put a win on himself and put a loss on his players.
What do you mean by that? Like,
if a game is lost, it's the coach's fault. If a game is won, it's the player's fault.
You started at Quindaro Elementary. Volunteering, what made you say yes?
My wife was a school teacher there, and they had a need for basketball or baseball or any kind of sport. And I actually played baseball for Quindaro Elementary with Buddy Kemp. He used to go to the neighborhood and just get kids and just put them on baseball teams and basketball teams and bowling and just anything. And I wanted to give back like him, man, because he was important to the neighborhood.
what did coaching kindergarten through 6th grade teach you about patience?
It taught me a lot. It taught me that I didn't have to jump. I didn't have to jump out there and yell at every kid, and I just had to be I had to be quiet. I had to be quiet and let the kids learn. They had to learn.
How did your children influence your coaching evaluation?
Corey, my one of my sons, my middle boy, Corey fell in love with basketball, and I knew just a ton of knowledge. I had a ton of knowledge about basketball, although I didn't play like that. But we wanted to get him going, and we got him to handling the basketball, and man, they just made me want to do more for them. They made me want to do more for them in sports, and so I got with a few people, and I learned how to coach the game a lot better, and I started going to seminars and all kind of things to get better. And then once I realized that people that played this game at a high level that tried to coach couldn't coach a lick of basketball, and it was people that didn't play the game could coach basketball. So my sons, I said, hey, I can try to do this for them, and then that's what made me get into basketball, into coaching.
What inspired you to found Kansas City United Basketball Club?
We had been with a few organizations we had played, and we just decided that it would be better for us, and it would be better for some of the other kids in the community to be able to get a lot more playing time. And then we organized Kansas City United, which was founded by Josh Goodwin out of Texas, and he had Texas United, and he wanted to bring us into the fold, and we came into the Texas United fold, and so we were Kansas City United, and we went and did some great things as Kansas City United. My 2027 team will probably hold about 8 D1 players. It'll be about 8 D1 players out of that group.
You had 81 players?
There will be.
Will be. So they're in high school right now?
They're in high school right now. I got some at Staley, some at Ray South, Blue Springs, Link.
Any at KIPP?
I don't have any of my 2027 kids at KIPP.
What was the biggest challenge starting your own program?
It's always people, you know. It's always people. People are people are your biggest challenge, and I don't care what people say about me. That doesn't bother me because I keep going. So the biggest challenge was just people and not getting kids, because kids came as soon as I started the program. Even before I started the program, they were there. So I never had a problem with that. It's just dealing with people.
Be honest, which one is louder on game day? You, the parents, or the players?
My wife. My wife. She's in the stand calling timeouts and everything. So, yeah, it'd be my wife. So she's a fan, so it's gonna be a fan.
Take us back to your KIPP Endeavor. What did that middle school championship mean personally?
KIPP Middle School, I had a high standard of winning championships, and so that meant that I made it. That meant that I made it. I upheld the standard, and that was important to me. I didn't want to be the one that didn't bring the championship to the middle school.
What did that championship season teach you about culture? What did that championship season teach you about culture?
The culture at KIPP was rich. It was embodied with hope. The culture over there was always hope. Like, they always wanted to be above. KIPP had a standard of hope.
Transitioning to varsity head coach at KIPP Legacy, what was the difference?
The difference was the kids already knew it all. You couldn't tell them anything. From middle school, you get to high school, the kids know everything. So you're a figurehead of some sort, and the kids they were different. Some were more outspoken, some were more reserved. Middle school, you didn't have to worry about all that. High school, it's, you got parents knocking on your door to want to talk to you while my kid's not playing. And I got a policy, I tell them, ask your kid. So that was the biggest difference right there for me.
KIPP Legacy to its first state. Coaching KIPP Legacy to its first state finals is only 4 years. In only 4 years. What did the moment feel like walking into that court?
Well, let's be precise. I did it in 2 years. The school was open for 4 years, but I did it in 2 years. I was a coach there before me, and he didn't get the job done. I did it in 2 years. That feeling of state is probably the biggest stage that I've ever been on. And to coach that game meant more to me than anything else in life, in sports at that moment. And the reason why is because I got to do it with my son playing, and I got to do it with my other son coaching, which he was a freshman coach, and he had a chance to be on the staff. And to do it with my son was so important because
Pause.
To go to state with my son was so important because they all said that we couldn't do it. They all said that I had a bunch of kids that weren't disciplined. Nobody wanted them. I mean, it was just bad. It was just bad. So at the end of the day, getting the state, man, that was one of the biggest moments of my life in sports.
Even though you didn't win, what lesson did you carry from that loss?
Do more.
Do more.
Do
Do
more.
more.
Do more of what?
Do more. You gotta do better than you did the first time. You gotta do better than you did the second time. You gotta do more to get back. You gotta do more. You just can't. I don't even think about state anymore. I just think about how I'm gonna get back. But I'm gonna do it in 2 states, not 1.
What's more important, talent or character?
Character.
Why?
Because talent comes and goes. Character sticks with you forever.
That's real.
This season you lost key players to the biggest program. You are still competing. What does that say about your culture?
It says that we have a standard, and it says that we truly believe that what we're learning and what we're teaching is important. And I think that they understand more of their limitations means that we're able to teach them more. So they're understanding that, hey, we don't know this, so we're able to teach more. That's.
What excites you more? Oh, no. What excites you the most about this current group?
The possibility that they could be really good if they just listen. The possibility. They have a possibility to win.
Y'all listen?
How do you rebuild a program when a program takes a big hit to the roster?
Just keep adding. Next man up. Train them to be good.
What does accountability look like in your locker room?
Accountability in my locker room? Hey, you know what? That's probably the toughest question you've given me all this whole time. Accountability in my locker room is pretty tough right now. I don't think the kids believe that they do anything wrong. So, I would say accountability doesn't look that great right now.
So some people not owning up, I see, huh?
If your team describes you in one word behind your back, what would it be? I hope it's...
If they describe me in one word behind my back, I never fold. I never get excited.
I never get excited. One word.
Tough.
Tough. Tough is tough. In your opinion, who is the basketball GOAT and why?
LeBron James.
Legacy.
LeBron James is the GOAT for several reasons. 1, I don't like Michael Jordan. 2, I never have liked Michael Jordan. 3, LeBron James on the court and off the court achievements.
4.
And 4, what he does in the black community to make sure that our black kids are able to have an education.
5, holds a lot of records.
Go ahead, but I knew it was coming.
Finish this sentence. Basketball saved me from...
Boredom.
As a father, how do your kids experience you differently than your players do?
My kids get to see their dad. My kids get to have fun with me. You know, my kids get to see. I would say my more vulnerable side than the kids at the school get a chance to see. Because a lot of the players think I'm mean. I'm not mean. I'm probably one of the coolest coaches there, I think.
When it's all said and done, how do you want your family and community to remember you?
A troubled man with a big heart.
What you mean by troubled man?
The things I've been through in life.
If there were a movie about your coaching life, who would you play? Who would play you?
Denzel. What you mean?
Denzel Washington?
Denzel Washington.
We got it.
Y'all gotta give me the best now. Denzel.
Morgan Freeman.
Come on, man. Just think I'm gonna say Richard Pryor?
I'd say Michael B. Jordan.
Nah, I'm going with Denzel.
Okay, that's
I'm going
cool.
with the best.
That's cool. All right, that's our time here with Coach Chat. We appreciate and thank you for sharing with us.
You missed the question.
I missed the question.
Yeah. My last question.
Oh, my fault.
What is one message you want every young person watching JegnaTalk to carry with them this week?
I want them to carry this. I mean this. I tell my entire team this, and I'll stand by this for the rest of my life. You got 7 seconds to change your life. You got 7 seconds. You got to make a decision in 7 seconds. Either you're going to do good or bad. Either you're going to walk to that car or you're going to go back. You're going to go back in the house.
That's a great answer. That's our time here with Coach Chat. We appreciate and thank you for sharing with us.
Before you go, Coach, can you please share your socials and where our listeners can connect with you?
It's Chopper with an A at 522023.
I'm PTZ.
This Lano.
And this has been JegnaTalk for you by on Jennifer's Worldwide Radio.
The #1 teen show in the women is broadcasting on 152 radio stations. Go Bleak.
We out here.
Link on the beat.